Running today with the HD 5830. This is a 2010 video card with 1120 shaders. It's got 1 gig of VRAM GDDR5 running at 800 MHz on the core clock and 1000 MHz on the memory clock. It's got 256 bits bus width, DirectX 11, and today we're gonna pair it up with this E5-2699V4 with 22 cores and 22 threads with hyperthreading disabled. I think the best thing we can do for this video card, considering the age, is to just jump in a couple of games and see if that DirectX 11 is going to help us. Let's go. Let's start with Fortnite, but today I'm gonna do a different type of theme because this is a 2010 video card. I will stay on 720p. Today every single game that I will play will be 720p because it will be a respect for the video card. It's got only 1 gig of VRAM, so in this situation with performance mode on 720p, 100% render scale, I get 100 FPS. 273 watt consumption because it's got two 6-pin connector in the back. Seriously, it's a 5830 video card, you know. It's got a decent performance, this video card, but at the same time, in order to run it, you need some power supply in the back. It's doing a fantastic job, there is no problem, but in this case you can see that the video card has no problem on actually delivering some FPS. This is one of those situations in which you can see that the video card is doing the job. The system has no problem, 40% load on the CPU side, but 37 degrees. In this case, I can clearly say that it's possible to play Fortnite with this video card. It's not a problem on actually utilizing a computer like this, because all in all, this is an adequate game that runs with this 720p in Farlight with smooth preset. You can actually see the video card is doing a fantastic job. I got maximum load here on the video card, but look at the FPS, 200 FPS. This is the right performance I need. All right, let's see. Can we now upgrade some stuff, take some stuff? Feels very smooth. Only 500 megabytes of VRAM utilization, but is doing a decent performance with good average. That 3 ms, that 4 ms is helping me a lot when it comes to a game like this. You know, there's not a lot of games that allows you to play this smooth. This is one of those games that I would like to play on a video card like this. You know, if tomorrow I have to stay with this video card, this is the game that I will play regular, seriously, because it's good to see video cards like this running with 200 fps, 300 watts consumption from the computer. I mean, all in all, he's doing a fantastic job, so there is not a lot of complaining here to do. Just because it's got DirectX 11, I wanted to start PUBG to see if it's actually running the game, if it's entering the game. It's doing a couple of FPS. I was hoping to get 30-40 FPS. I would have said, you know what, this is a big win for this video card. But the fact that I have 53 FPS with 720p and 70% render scale, you look the moment I move around and I drop the FPS, I get a couple of spikes here and there. But regardless, it's running with nearly 50 FPS constant. The frame jam is around 18-20 ms. That's actually good. And in this occasion, I use almost 1 gig of VRAM to power up this game, to run this game with this performance. I will call this a win, seriously. Regardless of how horrible PUBG looks and it runs, I will say this is a big win considering this is a 2010 video card. But funny thing is, because of this video card is running like this, the system on the other hand, it's utilizing 18 gig of system RAM, 45% load on the CPU, 39 degrees. So all in all, even the computer is doing the job in this situation. Maybe that is the problem in this case. If I don't play Dota with a video card like this, I'm not gonna recommend it. There is no discussion. If it doesn't start Dota 2 and runs it with over 60 FPS, I mean, there is no discussion on actually looking at the video card, benchmarking it, nothing, you know. In this case, with 720p, with this video card, with low details, I managed to get 100 FPS. Like I said at the beginning, the theme today is to put it on 720p because the age of the video card back in the days was not 1080p, you know. So 720p, it was very adequate for a video card like this to play games with this video card. But in this situation, you can actually see that the video card is slapping Dota 2 and I like it. I maxed out the quality on 720p. You can actually see it looks gorgeous. on 720p looks fantastic, but the video card now it's on maximum load. It's got 550 megabytes, 570 megabytes of VRAM utilization. It's it's passing 600 in this case, but it's still holding 60 FPS, and that's actually good. I'm actually curious in a team fight how it looks and how it's performing. Does it stay on 600 megabytes of VRAM? I actually don't know, seriously, but definitely looks okay. On 720p with legacy GPU settings in Crossout, you can actually see I get 140 FPS. It was a very good idea, this 720 resolution preset. Seriously, this is an awesome performance. I got maximum load on the core, nearly maximum VRAM utilization, so here there is no problem on actually utilizing the game properly. I got 100 FPS plus and 280 watts consumption from this, and it's not that bad. Seriously, it's not that bad. On the system side, I got 6 gig of system RAM being utilized here in order to deliver this performance. Not a bad performance from this computer. 15-20% load on the CPU side is not that bad. You know, 39 degrees, but to have 100 FPS from a video card like this on 720p is good. Even with performance mode, legacy GPU, you can actually see that on low details is doing a fantastic job. It needs to be put like this because that's the only way you can get this amount of FPS. Let's jump into War Thunder. I put everything on minimal 720p, and apparently in this situation you can actually see the video card is doing fantastic. So it's utilizing the core, it's utilizing the VRAM, it's utilizing everything because it's giving me 200 FPS. So this video card apparently can be utilized to play some War Thunder with it, but on minimal. Wait, I never thought you can actually do that with the tank. 270 watts consumption from the main wall. That's actually a fantastic performance considering what video card I have. 2010. I cannot complain about this because 200 FPS is kind of good. On the system side, you got 5.8 gig of system RAM utilized with 20% load on the CPU. I mean, that CPU has no problem in this case. But if we're jumping in Counter-Strike with this video card, it's gonna be very horrible because I put 720p lowest details and performance on Fidelity FX, and super sampling it's on performance, and it still doesn't perform really well. You know, it's maximum on this video card. You can actually see it says 81% load on this video card score, but maximum VRAM, I think, and in this situation it's not that very adequate. I don't know what's wrong with it. It feels very glitchy in the game with this video card. Maybe it's the driver, it doesn't utilize the video card properly. On the CPU side, I got like 30% load on the CPU with 41 degrees and 9.5 gig of system RAM utilized, but it's reaching 60 FPS and it's dropping to 25. Very weak utilization from this computer, seriously. If we're jumping in GTA 5 with 720p, DirectX 10 and normal details, you can actually see 700 megabytes of VRAM utilization. This is good because the video card is offering you enough FPS so you can play the game like this, and in this situation with this amount of VRAM utilization, you see that you have just a limited possibility. You know, 720p it's maximum that I want to play on this video card because with this amount of VRAM utilization, I'm 100% sure I will reach maybe 1 gig of VRAM, and if I reach 1 gig of VRAM, then the FPS will drop way too low, and in this situation it's working really nice. I like this performance this video card is offering, but definitely need to check out that VRAM, because if the VRAM is reaching 900 megabytes utilized, I think I'm gonna have some problems. You know, hear me out. In this game with 720p with ultra details, I was expecting this video card to actually not run with ultra details on 720p. I was expecting to try to put on high details, medium details in order to get this video card to run with playable FPS. But considering what video card I have, I got 1 gig of VRAM available here, and it's utilizing 700 megabytes of VRAM, maximum core load, and around 57 FPS on average. In some cases it's dropping below 50 FPS. You get some spikes here and there, but you can adjust the quality in such a way that you get 60 FPS constant. This is not the problem, you know, on because I wanted to put maximum quality in order to see how the video card is handling this game, because this is the type of game that needs to be added to this video card, but it's holding pretty well overall, so I cannot complain. But I do want to show you the fact that there is games that works on maximum details with this resolution that is adequate for this video card and the year it was made, you know. I think this idea of an old video card from 2010 is actually fantastic. You know, if you can build an old machine that is appropriate with the operating system, with the video card, with the CPU, the mainboard, the cheap mainboard, the cheap CPU, a couple of hard drives, some SSDs, you know, trying to build an old machine with old games, it will be fantastic, you know. Ideal will be to have Crossfire, because you'll never know when you're gonna find a second video card like this cheap, and you're gonna put it in Crossfire or SLI, depending on what video card you have. If you have an Nvidia from 2010, it will be fantastic, you know. I like this, you know, I like this, but they need to be cheap. If they are not cheap, it's not worth it, you know, because you can put a newish video card that is more efficient, you know, or something that doesn't consume 2 6-pin connectors in the back. I like this video card, how it was performing, because this is a 5800 series, you know, and majority of the video cards from this series, they were fantastic. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.